Hey guys, so today I'm going to show you how to remove a white background from an image. That way you can go from this to this. Now before we start the tutorial, here's a quick disclaimer. I'm intentionally using a bad image for this example just so you can see the results. Preferably, you should be working with an image that is 300 dpi, and preferably your line work is also very clear and easy to read. Right now I'm working with an image that has very poor image quality. It is at 72 dpi. There's a lot of artifacting and much of the line work could be a lot darker. So if you want your job to be a lot easier, start with a better image. So the first thing I'm going to do is create a copy of this image by hitting Ctrl J, and from here I'm going to hit Ctrl L, and that's going to open up the levels panel. I'm going to start trying to create a little bit of contrast with the blacks by moving this middle slider towards the white side, and then I'm going to also move the white slider towards the middle. That way I can actually bump up the contrast. So this is what it was before. This is what it is now. Now I'm already noticing some areas in here that are going to start getting lost the more I start trying to bump up the contrast and such. So I'm going to actually grab those areas with the lasso tool, and we're going to actually adjust those areas separately from the rest of the image. So while all of that is selected, I'm going to hit Ctrl J again. That's going to create a new layer, this time with only the selected areas on it. Then I'm going to hit Ctrl L, and I'm going to set those sliders a little bit closer together so that we can get a little bit more contrast in those areas that are easy to lose. Now you'll notice there's actually a lot of dreadful looking colors as we do this. Don't worry about that because we're going to use that to our advantage a little bit later. So I'm going to hit OK here, and now we're just going to select our previous layer, which is currently layer 1, and we are going to hit Ctrl L again, and this time we are going to intensify that contrast. The main goal here is just not to lose any of the pencil marks. It doesn't really matter if the colors are absolutely hideous. So I'm going to say OK. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and merge layer 1 and layer 2 together, and I'm just going to select this area right in here because it still seems to be fading away a little bit and I don't want that to happen. I'm going to hit Ctrl L to increase that contrast a little bit more. I'm going to hit Ctrl D to deselect that area, and then I'm going to hit Ctrl L one more time, and this time I'm going to just bump everything up just a tad bit. Now the reason why I'm doing this one more time is because I want a little bit of this yellow to come back in. So I'm going to say OK, and this time I'm going to go into Image and then Adjustments, and then I'm going to go into Replace Color. From here, I'm going to select the color that I want. In this case, it's going to be the yellow. I'm going to say OK, and then this lightness slider, I'm going to slide it up. Now you don't need to remove all of the yellow here, but you just need to reduce it enough so that some of the areas around the line work are still intact, but the other areas around artifacting and stuff like that start to disappear. I'm going to say OK, and now I'm going to do the same step again, but this time it's going to be for cyan. So I'm going to go in here, I'm going to find the blues, I'm going to reduce those down. So just as with yellow, it doesn't need to be completely gone, but it does need to be a little bit less contrasty than the black areas. So the white and the black should be a lot more contrasting than the blue. I'm going to say OK. So I'm going to hit Ctrl L again, and I'm going to bump up that blackness in the line work because we don't want to lose any of the line. I'm going to hit OK, and then I'm going to go into this object selection tool. Now, if you have an earlier version of Photoshop, you will not be able to use this tool because this right here is for the later versions of Photoshop. But we're going to be using this tool to remove a lot of the muddiness around the figures. So once you have it selected, just click and drag across your entire image. Now, it's very likely that it didn't select every single line that we want. There's probably a lot of missing information. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit Control-Shift-C. It's going to copy everything that's currently selected. We're going to hit Ctrl V to paste it on top of what we currently have. So you can see that there is now a layer called layer 3, and underneath this layer, we're going to actually put a new layer, and we are just going to make this layer completely white. Now I can see everything that wasn't selected by the object selection tool, and I want to replace all of the missing information with the information that should be there. So the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to select layer 3, I'm going to select the magic wand tool, and I'm going to click into the white space. Then I'm going to hit Control-Shift-I. This way I select the figures and not the background. And I can immediately see that there's some areas in this that are not being selected at all, mainly because the lines were deleted. So this area right back here that should have the continuation of the mermaid behind, that is completely missing. So we're going to add that all back. I'm going to go ahead and hide the white layer, and then I'm going to use the lasso tool and make sure that this area in here is selected. Additionally, I don't want this part of the sketching here, so I'm just going to go ahead and remove that. Now, as a quick tip, you can actually set the lasso tool to add to your selection, or you can actually make it to subtract from your selection. So if you have add to selection already enabled, you can just hit Alt on your keyboard and that will switch it to subtract from selection. Now I'm going to zoom out. I'm going to hit Control-Shift-C in order to copy everything, and I'm going to paste that. and that's going to create a new layer. So now I have a new layer called layer 5. I'm going to hide layer 3 and enable layer 4, which is our white layer. So this right here is what we currently have in terms of our image. It is very over contrasty, and that's okay because that's what we want. And then I'm going to go into filter, then I'm going to go into blur, and then Gaussian blur. I only want to create a very slight blur on this, so I'm only going to make it 0.5 pixels. So I'm going to say okay. So now this is where the magic happens. I'm going to go into channels, I'm going to hit Control on my keyboard, and I'm going to actually click on the RGB thumbnail at the very top of the list. That's going to select all of the white that is currently on this canvas. But of course we don't want the white, we actually want all of the colors. So we're going to hit Control-Shift-I to invert the selection. Then we're going to return back to the layers panel. We're going to hide that current layer so that we only see layer 4. Then we're going to scroll all the way to the bottom. We're going to select that background layer and hit Control-C to copy. Then we're going to click on that layer 4. We're going to create a new layer above it, and we're going to hit Control-V to paste. So now we can hit Control-L to adjust the contrast again. Then we can also go into Filter, Sharpen, Unsharp Mask, and then I'm just going to set this to about a 10% sharpness. Now currently the pixels are actually opaque and we can't actually see this difference. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is just change the color of the white here. So you can see that the pixels are very opaque. In order to fix this, all you have to do is change the blending mode to multiply. And now let's compare the before and after. This is before, this is after.